going to be making a poinsettia pin, or you can use this as a head or accessory. Going to use a size H hook. I'm going to start with green. You're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch to form a circle. And then you're going to do 8 single crochets into the circle. I'm going to go over my tail in the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll slip stitch to seal that up. My first stitch was a slip stitch. My second stitch is a single crochet. And this is all in the same stitch. 2 half doubles. Still working the same stitch. 2 double crochets. Still working the same stitch. 2 triple crochets. A quadruple crochet. And then a picot only using 2 chains. And then the reverse, and this is still all in the same stitch. So it's a 2 triple crochets. Two double crochets. Two half double crochets. A single crochet and a slip stitch. That's our first leaf. I'll slip stitch in the next stitch, and then in the next stitch, and start all over again. So now it's 2 half double crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 triple crochets, 1 quadruple crochet, a picot with only a chain of 2, and the reverse. So 2 triple crochets, 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, a single crochet, a slip stitch crochet. That's 2 leaves. You can go into the next stitch, which is a slip stitch, And then the next stitch is slip stitch and do it all over again. You can do it 2 more times for a total of 4 leaves. Now we're going to start on the red part. We're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to slip stitch to form a circle. And then single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, a regular chain 3 picot, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch, and that creates 1 petal. You can do this 2 more times on this row. So it's slip stitch in the next stitch, slip stitch in the next one, and then you're going to make your petal again. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, chain 3 picot, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch. Then you're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, then slip stitch in the next stitch over, and do your 3rd petal on this round. So it's half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, chain 3 picot, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, and then slip stitch into the last stitch, cut and pull through, leave enough tail so you can use this to help sew them together. And I didn't go over my tail like I normally do, and I should have. I'm going to make a second one. Now we're going to do the yellow. And you're going to start with a magic circle or magic ring. You're going to chain 4 into the circle, 4 single crochets into the circle, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to do 2 single crochets in each one for a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 more just to round out the row, and then a slip stitch with a long tail. Alright, Alright, we're going to go ahead and assemble our poinsettia. So you should have one set of leaves, two set of petals, and one, whatever the center of the flower is called. I can't remember right now. Alright, so with the green, you're just going to weave in whatever ends you have. Then I'll crisscross the circle. So I will need to have a base. Oh, this is the base of everything I'm going to be sewing in. Now I'm going to pick whatever one I think looks the best for the top one, because not everything always turns out the same because you are hand doing these things. Alright, so with this one you're going to have for the bottom one, you're just more or less weaving your ends in, reinforcing anything you want to reinforce. So that's going to be my first red layer. Now, with my smaller tail, I'm going to weave that in because I'm not going to use this, kind of useless for anything. Now my long tail is going to be helpful for my assembly. I do want to weave it through this a little bit first because you want it to be locked into what you're using. Alright, now since I'm actually going to be assembling, I want to stagger things as best as I can. And then I'm just going to stitch right down the center. This is why I wanted to reinforce the centers a little bit. Yellow is my final piece. My outside, which is usually my longer tail, but this happens to have a long tail on my inside one, is going to be the one I use. So first I'm going to weave in and around the edging of my little kind of bullish shaped thing, because this will create a drawstring effect. And I'm going to take my other tail, which was the center of my magic circle, and shove it in the middle. And then I'll pull this tight. And that creates my little bulbous circle. First stitch is straight down the middle, and we're going through 1, 2, 3 layers of yarn. So, oops, can be a little tricky. Just be careful. And then I'm going to stitch a little bit around the edging of the bulbous center. And I'm going to do at least one stitch into the center of the yellow. So I'm going to come up through the center. And then because this is where the rounds join, so I'm going to bring it down because it kind of makes a weird pucker I don't like. You can do whatever you want. You can make it completely flat if you want. I like it to be a little bulbous. And the tighter you pull it, the flatter it's going to go. Alright, let's see, make sure. You need to do a stitch over here, it's a little on the loose side. Then I'll run my tail back and forth a couple times. And then ta-da! And you can fluff and fold if you want. This one has 4 green leaves. My first one only had 3.